Welcome everyone, welcome everyone, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Parking Lot Tales Part 2. Now in the last one I talked about when we all got cleared out of the parking lot basically by the cops after we were doing donuts and the cop pulled us over. So we went over to this other place. It was a different parking lot. It was like at a casino, but it was like in a garage and no security really came up there. People have gone up there before and they party up there and shit. So we go up there. We're not up there for very long before we're almost out of bud again because Michael had left after the cops came and everything because he didn't want none of that. So he left and we needed more bud. So we were trying to hit up people and eventually someone answers, but they're in like the next town over. So we have to go all the way over there and go pick it up from him and then come all the way back. And at this point it's already like 11, so we were finna be driving late as shit, you know. We probably weren't finna be back for like an hour, maybe two. So we're driving out there. I'm with James because Matt actually had to go home after the last story because his parents took his car and everything. So I was riding with James and we go to pick this up. Zane and Jesus are in the car with us to go pick this up. So we're 4 deep in here and we didn't know the dude we were buying from. It was like a suggestion from one of our friends. So we're meeting up with some random dude at like midnight in the next town over. We don't know who he is or anything about him really. So we're pulling up. I text him that we're outside and he's like, yo, you know, bet, come in. He was kind of sketched out. He only wanted 1 or 2 of us going in. So I just ended up going in with James. I didn't want to go in by myself because I didn't even know this dude. So I was like, yo, James, come in with me and we'll just go in, pick this up, leave, you know. So me and James go inside and this dude's weighing up our shit. No more than like 5 minutes later, I get a text from Zane. Jesus and Zane are in the car. Zane's like, yo, there's an op out here. It took me a second to check my phone because I wasn't paying attention. So it had been like 2 minutes after he texted me. I checked it and I tell James and I tell dude that we have some homies out in the car that said that there's an op outside, just be careful, you know. Well, then like a few minutes later, Zane texts me again saying that he's walking up to the door. He didn't see Zane or Jesus because the car was like off, but it was parked out front, so he didn't see them. He texts me this and I open it pretty much immediately because I was already on my phone because I was kind of sketched out after the first text. I tell the dude we were selling to what was happening and he was like, hi, hold on. So he hides his shit and right after he's doing that, he gets a knock on the door. So he tells us to go out back and we wait out back in his backyard while he's talking to this cop. Well, the cop has a dog with him and the dog's like alerting everywhere, you know. I think they had been watching him for a while. That's why he pulled up with a dog. But either way, the dog's alerting and that gives him a probable cause. So he comes in and he's looking around. But where he hid the weed at, it was like in this crawl space beneath his floor. So they didn't really know where the crawl space door was even at. They couldn't find it and they left pretty much right after that. 10 minutes, 15 minutes passes and we finally come back inside. Dude gives us our bud. We leave. James, Jesus, Zane and I are all just watching out for cops the whole way back, looking everywhere because this is a long drive back. We make it all the way back to our city and we about to pull back up to the parking garage, but security pulls us over and we're like, fuck, because we got like an ounce on us. We got a lot and I know it smells. You can't really hide it, you know. And James has got a little Honda Civic, so there ain't nowhere to hide it in there. Luckily the security didn't really come like in the car. He just was like, what are you guys doing here? We're closing soon, pretty much. You need to leave. We noticed that there's not even anybody really up there anymore, so we're like, fuck this. We go back to James's house. We roll up hella blunts and we hit up people the next day. I asked them if they wanted to go back to this parking lot like the next day and they were down, so that's what we did the next day. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Let me know if you guys want me to continue and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.